much for joining me. I live in New York City and I'm a pharma bro. That's right. I have an active community guideline strike from literally a year ago, more than a year ago.
Problematic.
Oh, you can take a policy training which will remove the warning after 90 days. Yeah, thank you, Multimeter. Miss my father very much, but what can you do? Yeah, you know, I think part of death is celebrating the good times. Yeah, it's a lot of pain, you know? But, you know, it's gonna happen to everyone. Doesn't make it easier. It's not that comforting, but it is true. Yeah, I took a month or so off. I've been very busy working. It's been very productive. My father passed away, which is really devastating for our family. But, you know, there are some silver linings. You know, you realize how lucky you are and all those things. So, software company's going great. Thank you for asking. It's really a lot of fun to work on. No, I don't really like to talk about things I don't know a lot about. And if there's one thing I don't know a lot about, it's geopolitics. It's hard enough even when you do know something about a space. It's hard to sound smart. So when you don't know anything about this space, I assume it's pretty easy to sound stupid. I don't know Ryan Cohen, but I was just at Joe Rogan's. I'm sorry, excuse me. I don't know Joe Rogan either. I was just at Tucker Carlson's. And we were recording an episode that'll be out probably next week. Thank you, Athena. And yeah, I've talked to Lex Fridman, so I'll probably be on Lex at some point. But Tucker is taped; it's in the books, and it'll be airing very soon.
As does DJ Envy go, Jones?
Yeah, that was really bad news. I did not like hearing that. I considered Mr. Envy a friend. And hearing about his situation was very sad. I thought he got indicted. I know his partner got indicted. There were a lot of great memes on Twitter about Envy. It was pretty funny. Oh, he claims to be a victim. Oh, he a Vic.
Good play.
He a Vic? Come on, Envy. You got a Vic. Come on, dogs. Don't tell me you a victim. So this guy was in prison already, which I'm not saying you should, you know, disregard somebody who's been to prison, but it should be part of your analysis. And he learned the real estate game in prison, allegedly. He going straight back to where he came from, unfortunately. Oh no, I mean he's federally indicted.
Bye, 10 years, maybe 12.
At least, I mean, this is his second time.
Yeah.
The whole idea that DJ Envy is a victim, first of all, bruh, where we from, we ain't never victims, all right? Never that. Victim. If, and this is straight Albanian talk right now, if you ever find yourself in a victim situation, all right, very quickly, you are to reverse that situation and make the other person the victim.
Yeah.
We ain't no victims, dog. Could never be me. Victim. I was a victim of the scam. I wasn't part of the scam. I was a victim of the scam. Yo, bro, chill. And first of all, if you going into business with a man who been to jail, yeah, you better make sure that's squeaky clean. That's what my partners do. I ain't gonna front. It's true. They got to make sure that, you know, I mean, my partners, they're some of my best friends, but like, you know, I mean, it ain't, you know, easy working with somebody that's, you know, been to prison. You know, they got a target on their back. You know, so everything we do is like 10 times, you know, more carefully done than we normally would need to, which sucks, by the way. 30% returns in 6 months. Ooh, that's a little too good to be true. Maybe Steve Cohen could do that.
$835,000.
$835K, this guy. Lost.
That's passive income.
Passive income, yo. Let's look that up. DJ Envy, what's the guy's name? Pena? Cesar Pina. Cesar Pina, P-I-N-A. All right, so here's the Cesar Pina. Usually there's some kind of DOJ press release. And there's certainly usually an indictment, so let's see if we can find that. Cesar Pina indictment. Yeah, here it is, Department of Justice.
Yeah.
I know those guys. Yeah, Charlamagne, Bridger advisor. Tiger Cub. Cesar Humberto investment fraud. Here's the complaint. I've read about 1,000 of these, so let's take. Oh, it's very short. Very, very short. Special agent with the. Oh yeah, he also got one. It was just one count, if I recall correctly. AKA Flipping NJ. Maybe not the best AKA name I've ever heard. They call me Stack Bundles. They call me Big Rose.
Did DOJ come out with a chart? Because you really fucking
Now this is the smallest indictment I've ever seen, and it really doesn't look like an indictment. So we'll read.
A bunch of their boys, their crew standing behind them, with their arms.
Yeah, that's the death knell. But yeah, there's it doesn't really look like a classic federal indictment at least from the New York districts, but we're talking about the backwaters of New Jersey here. All right, let's see. So Cesar Humberto Pina, I'm sure it's pronounced Pina, aka Flipping NJ. They got him on 1343, which is wire fraud.
Yeah, my guess.
And they got him on a specific day, September 13, 22. So I'm sure they can supersede him and give him, a bigger kind of indictment or something like that if they wanted. So here's the attachment. Special agent with the U.S. Attorney's Office of New Jersey. Is that an FBI agent? I don't think so. Because this complaint is being submitted for a limited response, I've not set forth each and every fact. That seems like boilerplate. All right, Cesar Humberto Pina resided in New Jersey and held himself out to be a real estate investor, developer, and flipper. Uh-oh, this isn't good. Pina and his business partner, a well-known disc jockey and radio personality, Individual One. Not good when the feds say, that's your business partner. He's like, no, I'm a victim. Bruh. That is not good. I'm going to try to copy and paste this. Guess I can just... You definitely don't want to be referred to as the business partner of a guy in an indictment. Together they used DJ Envy. Let's call it DJ Envy instead of Individual One. Together they used DJ Envy's celebrity to promote various real estate enterprises that Pina controlled. During real estate seminars, private one-on-ones, ads, public appearances, and otherwise, Pina represented that he was a highly successful real estate investor, owned thousands, no joke, thousands of properties in multiple states. That's a lot of properties. And had business relationships with numerous celebrities. Through these efforts, Pina developed a significant following that included hundreds of thousands of social media followers. Pina owned and controlled numerous business entities, which held real property and were used to open bank accounts in furtherance of the charged offense, including warehouse, WHAIR, warehouse, in Wayne, New Jersey, From Start to Flip, aka From Start to Flipping LLC. It is literally a 2 for the number instead of 2. All right, so here's the bulk of the meat of this. Starting or around 2017, Pina began accepting investments from individual investors, aka the victims, the VICs,
That hurts.
for the alleged purchase, remodel, and sale of specific real estate projects in New Jersey and other states. Pina generally entered into contracts with the VICs that specified, among other things, the purpose of the investment, proposed interest payments, and the time frame for repayment. But rather than use the victim's investments as promised, Pina engaged in a PONZI-like scheme, wherein he commingled victim investors' funds and used new victims' investments to pay off prior investors and cover personal expenditures. I can't wait to hear the personal expenditures. Through the scheme, Pina defrauded dozens of victims of millions of dollars. Examples are described below. Manchester Avenue. Dun dun dun.
Thousands of properties, we find some 140,000.
Yeah, well, you know. On or about April 4th, 2019, Pina used warehouse to purchase a property located on Manchester Avenue in Paterson, New Jersey. Just for what it's worth, you guys need to see what Paterson, New Jersey, Manchester Avenue looks like. It is not. It ain't no good in this hood. Let's see. Paterson, New Jersey, Manchester Avenue. Here it is. Let's go on Street View. Let's take a stroll down Manchester Ave. This is where my friend, who's also in prison, 𝗕𝗢𝗢𝗞 is from. All right, so this is Manchester Ave. Not the most beautiful place in the world, but you know, you get a little, you know. Oh yeah, that's not a bad house right there, you know. This dude looks. This dude looks suspicious. There's some little fixer-uppers here, like this joint right here looks a little bit of a fixer-upper. You know, but you know, who wouldn't live? You guys would live here, right? Look, you got the supermarket right there.
It sells single cigarettes.
Lucy's. Got the Arab store selling Lucy's.
I probably got great sandwiches at least.
Yeah, maybe. All right, so we go down Manchester the other way. Yeah, we got some El Pollo Gordo, the fat chicken.
Yeah.
I'd eat El Pollo Gordo. Wouldn't you?
Too bad your clothes are good.
Then we got the Deshi restaurant, which looks like the gyros.
Euro meal or something, yeah.
And then Limestone Liquors. Limestone, the best liquor store in Paterson. Oh, Bakery El Gordo. El Gordo owns this neighborhood. Yiki Restaurant, delicious Chinese food to take out. And then 99-cent great discount store, everything 99 cents. All right, so this is Paterson, New Jersey, Manchester Ave. So he bought a property here for 140 to fix up and flip. To flip the script. This looks like some kind of school. Oh, look at this joint. That's my crib. It in shambles. He's like, this is gonna be beautiful. Watch. Yo, bro, fix the stairs, bro. That's the trap. This is official. This is literally a bando, right? This is the bando. Trap house / bando. That's not a trap. I would not have a trap house like this. My trap house has to be pumping. This is a bando. It needs a little paint job. It'll be fine. But yeah, I mean, look down. Like this seems like a, you know, somewhat reasonable house right here. But Paterson's a very you know, there's no backyards or front lawns, unfortunately. But yeah, Paterson's a really poor neighborhood. Maybe this is the nicer part of Paterson. You know, this may not be the hood of Paterson, New Jersey. I don't know Paterson that well. I try to stay away from Paterson and Camden and all that.
Yeah, it's all Section 8 right there. That's what we call it.
Yeah, so you know, I mean, that's Paterson, New Jersey. There's Hillcrest. We're going to so we're closer to Hillcrest at this point, but we're gonna go to where maybe Paterson is. Paterson, the hood, for real. Paterson's where all the black people moved from Brooklyn when white people in Brooklyn kind of took over. So here's and kicked out the people from the hood, basically. So this is downtown Paterson.
That doesn't look that bad. I don't see like.
Yeah, this ain't
Like a wig supply.
This ain't the store you want to be at. If your town still has photo developing, you got problems. 1 hour film developing, dog. Film? Yo, film?
Yeah.
Gold Star Jewelry, yeah.
It's doing really well, you know. It's where all the
mail like texts, and then tire store. It's all like the same block.
There's DJ Envy right there.
Yep.
Yeah, Paterson a tough area. They got a GameStop. Camden is supposedly also kind of similar. Is worse?
Yeah.
Camden. Where's Camden? Oh, it's closer to Philly. That's true.
I feel like most New Jersey is the same area you are.
No, there's beautiful places near. Are you kidding me? You go to
nice places, but I'm just saying a lot of it, like Jersey City, like Newark.
Yeah, that's sure, but like Newark's the worst. So he's flipping the house. He solicited and received investments from dozens of people for the purported purpose of just buying this house to purchase, renovate, and sell it. But he didn't tell people that he raised $5 million just to buy this $140,000 house. So he pitched and closed $5 million of investors for a $140,000 property. Okay. So he went into contract. I don't know how he thought he was going to get away with this, by the way. This is even funnier. From 2019 to April 2023, he's pitching everyone that he's going to buy this house. Like, when did he, did they decide, like, hey, did you buy it? Did you fix it? Nah, yo, I'm going to let you know.
Yeah, if you pull $5 million from investors, you might as well scale up whatever the hell you're doing.
You might as well. Well, exactly. You might as well raise money for me or something. Like, be an investor relations guy. Cut you 5%. So as part of his fraud, he entered into contracts with each of his victims, and each contract contained.
October 2022. He's still taking money.
He's still on the case. Many of these contracts contained typographical errors, which included listing the wrong address for the property. For example, one of the victims signed a contract in October of last year in which the company agreed to make a capital contribution of $200K to enter into a joint venture for the purchase, remodel, and sale of property 1, which he had already raised money for over and over again. The contract stated Pina would return his capital within 5 months, plus an interest payment of $60K, amounting to a 30% return. Sure, 60 on 200, right? 6 months. He did not tell victim 1 that he already owned the property, had mortgages or loans on the property, and obtained dozens of other investors for the same property. So he gave him $200K. Okay, well, this is really interesting. They sold the property for $550K. Well, that's pretty good. Not bad. But to date, victim.
Still there.
So, I mean, he did flip it. He's not guilty. He flipped that. See? That's what the feds do. That's what police do. On page. Yeah, for real. On page 4 at the bottom. Oh, by the way, we did triple our money, son. Oh, by the way, yeah, we did make $550. They just slipped that in there as haters. We might as well say you're a hater. He made crazy money on this deal. Right? What's the problem? He took.
A little bit, it's a little bit.
He hit a lick. Do you guys know that term? He hit a lick.
Yeah.
That means he got a come up. You heard that term too? That's a come up. He need that come up. Hitting a lick is.
$550,000.
You got that 550 from the 140. That's called flipping the script. That's called major come up.
Let's still check at number 11. How many people he paid out?
So, you know, there is some questions about, you know, how much money he took in versus how much money's going out. But at the end of the day, he hit a lick. 140 to 550. This man knows Paterson. He knows these streets like the palm of his hand. And the feds are hating. That's a lick.
Yeah, I mean, look, if he didn't pay back some of those investors, I mean, that's just the service fee, man.
You know, he was going to get to it. He going to get to it. All right, so he hit a lick for real for one property. Let's go see what else he did. Park Avenue property, 2018. Bought it straight cash, $225K. Is that Nibbles? You guys see Nibbles? That's my kitty. Hey, that's my kitty. A little Nibbles interlude. So we got 225. Okay, and from 2021 to earlier this year, he raised $3 million to buy a $225,000 house. Now the question is, what does he do with the $3 mil?
He got $5 million from the other one too that he didn't pay out. So he's up to like probably $6 maybe.
Yeah, but he was just holding that money for them in case he wanted to buy more.
Yes. Oh yeah, of course.
More houses, right?
You know he entered into a contract already.
We don't. Why are we assuming he did something wrong? You know what I mean? Why do we assume that? We don't know the full story. So let's. So far, he's making money. Exactly. All right. Let's. Exactly. Okay. So he keeps soliciting properties. He's not telling people that he already raised the money to buy the house, but he wants more money. $3 mil. Victim 1 again puts money into this property. He would make $100K contribution, and within 5 months would get 35% return. That's like,
where the senile old ass rich dudes this guy keeps forming?
this is like 100% return.
You know, old rich dudes, man. These are young.
Marc Cuban taking notes. Yeah, he beat in the S&P 500. The 500. Okay, so he already owned the property, but he was raising money to buy the property. I need your money, dog. Never mind that I own it and I got a mortgage on it, but I need your money to, you know, buy the property. That seems like not a good idea.
I mean, that's real estate. I mean, we're like, why do you worried about people going on your back and buying it? You know, I mean.
Yeah, you might. So you cut them off and you buy it yourself again. You buy it from yourself. Hey, dog, I got a deal for you. Yeah, what's that, dog? You know that house you own in Manchester? Yeah, what about it? I'm gonna take that off your hands. How much money you gonna offer? I'm gonna pay you double what you paid for it. Word? Aight, let's do this.
Yeah.
Signed by me to me. You just played yourself. All right, so he put another 100K in, apparently. And there's no returns whatsoever. Now another property, he's stepping up his game, 400K. Okay, I guess they didn't sell this thing yet. So we don't know if this Park Avenue property is a good deal yet or not. South Boyden, it's probably evaluated at triple. You know, the valuation is probably like triple. All right, so he raised $5 million for this one. Same modus operandi, $500,000. 250K down, 5 months with 50K, about 20% return, a little light this time. It's about a 50% IRR, but you know. And he apparently has repaid a small portion of the investment. Not bad. He's trying, all right? He's trying. Small portion, whereas most are unrepaid. So this is like a very weird, it's a complaint, it's not an indictment. So there'll be a further indictment. It's not an information. It's like there's complaint, information, and indictment. I personally don't know the difference, but you know, this is like a temporary thing.
Indictment requires a grand jury. The information just requires like
Interesting, I didn't know that.
probable cause that a crime was committed.
All right, so
it might be different jurisdictions.
well, let's see if we got some photos of homie here. Yeah, he looked kind of suspect.
He's fired back at the haters though.
These the businessmen that you who does this guy with the neck tattoos and the he's got the finger tattoos too. This guy is not someone I want to be around. No offense. I'm sure he's lovely, but you know, this guy's done some. I can see this guy has done some time. We're gonna look into his brother. Apparently, his brother has been threatening people. Lucci, he's busting heads on sight. Let's hear from Lucci real quick.
So, Friday evening, welcome to the show. Okay, power-packed premium Latin news tonight. You see the title, Cesar Pina's brother, Lucci Pina, wants all the smoke. There's a video in my community section. He says he is, quote-unquote, smoking people.
Okay.
And I take him very seriously. I was on the phone today with the Edgewater Police. I'll give you that name shortly.
You a snitch. You a snitch. You were on the phone with the police. Cesar Pina threatening to shoot Tony the closer. Oh, look at these bands, though. So I think what they're going to do to Envy is they're going to ask him to testify in front of the grand jury. He's going to have to take the fifth. But if he cooperates and does a proffer session, he's got to go off the Breakfast Club. Like, it's over for him.
Yeah.
You know, that snitch moves, snitch behavior. I would not stamp him. I would not approve of him being in any neighborhood. He'd have to go move to Arkansas. His tri-state area would be off limits. So Pena plead guilty, give all the money back ASAP, and maybe they leave Envy alone. But my guess is they're going to put cuffs on Envy in the next couple months. And maybe they do it while he's on air at Breakfast Club. They raided the Breakfast Club, apparently. Wait, so this guy is calling the detective, and it's not Lucci threatening him. He's threatening somebody else, and he's calling as a concerned third party. Yo, that's really wrong. I'm never going to co-sign calling the government, but I could kind of co-sign it if you're a little old lady, you're a grandma, you're my mom's, although my mom would never call the police. You know, you're 70 years old, you're walking with the cane. Yes, hello, I saw him do it. That's the only thing I could co-sign even remotely. This guy is not even involved in the situation. Let's go to Twitter. Oh, whoa, not that one. X.com, not the XXX.com. Yeah. Let's go look at DJ Envy. Let's see what happened. All right. DJ Envy is an idiot. Ignoring all three signs from God. Let's listen. Some of these memes are amazing.
What is that group that's there? Black folks can get away with anything. Like, black folks don't get censored. They can say everything.
Oh, okay. There's a couple of really funny ones. Let's take a look.
Caesar. Caesar is flipping in J is and I met Caesar. Caesar is flipping in J is a part in New Jersey, owns over 1,600 units in New Jersey and all throughout the country. Caesar was in prison before. Caesar was locked up and he learned how to do real estate in prison. Wow. Learned how to do it. So with Caesar, he taught me how to do it the right way. He taught me, why use my his first thing is why use your money? said, what you mean? He said, you don't use your money, you use other people's money to get these deals. And started teaching me the game of how to do it without using it and using minimum money. And that's what I've been trying to teach people. When I first got into real estate, I called 3 people. I called Clue, I called Fabulous, I called Joe Budden.
By the way, 3 guys don't have any money, but
Right? When does it start from? And I said, hey guys, I'm doing real estate. This is something that I think that, you know, you should invest a little bit of money and try it out, and that way you can do it. Joe Budden told me it was a PONZI scheme, and I was going to go to jail. Fab was like, I'll call you back. And Clue was like, nah, it's not for me. But I tried to teach them how to do it because I wanted my brothers to use.
and now this is this comedian who I always forget his name. He's on Chappelle's show. He's one of the funniest guys. Rawlings, I think. Darnell Rawlings. I forget his name exactly. That's what I love when black people make a great joke. They flip out. They just start rolling on the ground like it's, you know, it just adds to the comedy. It's this is all black culture. I know a lot of you guys don't care about it, but this was the really bad one. I was livid at this. Look at Charlamagne's behavior. These guys are supposed to be friends.
There's been a lot going on, Charlamagne.
Like what?
Don't say like what. There's been a million accusations. Oh my God, no. I'm being serious. So
This guy's-
explains some things. I'm not.
This guy's about to get federally indicted, right? You gotta understand, these guys they made one of the most successful radio shows ever together, right? Ever. They made millions of dollars together doing radio, and now this guy's in a jam.
There's been a lot going on, Charlamagne.
Like what?
Don't say like what. There's been a million accusations. Oh my God, no. I'm being serious. So let me explain some things. My attorney don't want me to speak, but I think there's things that I need to
Nah,
clarify.
bro, everyone with this, oh my God, no, like, it's nasty, is not it.
Me to speak, but I think there's things that I need to clarify.
It gets worse.
I think you should listen to your attorney. Wow. I think you should listen to your attorney. Why don't people like listen? Hey, if your attorney told you don't think that, why you talking?
Listen,
It's like, oh,
I just want to say this on
oh,
I've never stole anything from anybody, and I'll just leave it at that. What?
You go around with what?
What?
What? Well, I was told you should steal a lot of what that
I'm trying to be serious here and funny around.
Big old queen from Queens.
This
Yeah, what can you do? I don't know. This whole thing is a mess. I want to know what that Pena guy got in trouble for his first time around with his friend, hip-hop star 50 Cent. He's been flipping houses for 15 years. He's the definition of self-made. Worth an estimated 65 mil. All right. Real estate TV show with 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg, Fetty Wap, Knit to Grit. My favorite. He's dedicated to bettering the communities where he does business. From being expelled from school to buying the school. I don't come for money. I barely graduated high school and was street educated. You don't say.
He had a lot of bad investments though.
I ended up in prison where I met a guy who was a huge real estate developer. He sparked an interest in me. I turned a negative to a positive. He also has a book coming out on Amazon, Flipping Keys. Wonderful double entendre there. Yeah, so ugly. So this guy, this is DJ Envy suing Anthony Robinson, aka Tony the Closer, who we saw earlier, who's being threatened to get killed. In life, just as in business, reputation and integrity are amongst the most valuable things we have. The defendant spewed false and slanderous defamation. He said that Mr. Casey, which of course is DJ Envy, was a thief, a criminal, and a scammer who perpetrated a Ponzi scheme and stole millions. It may actually be true. Tony the Closer, I never heard of this guy, Tony the Closer. Oh, Tony Robinson, okay. elevating financial literacy and championing integrity. So this guy's
We saw all the shades, man.
yeah, this guy's a rival real estate influencer.
God, dude, this is such fucking.
So he sued this guy for defamation, basically. Let's see.
That's stupid.
Defendant claims that he is a former criminal, was imprisoned due to addiction, arrest for kidnapping and assaulting a woman, but he's found a new purpose in life. So Tony the closer is also being in prison. Yeah, this is something else.
Maybe a bunch of clowns.
I think they're astute businessmen, but you know, I taught him how to bid, and he taught me about real estate. Oh my God.